Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. 100 ways to generate leads. And I am Jessica with you. I'm super excited. I can see you guys are coming up. I hope that you are ready to learn. I hope that you're ready to have this open mind because I'm going to give you lots of ideas, but I'm also going to give you practical ways that you can implement. I want to tell you ahead of time a little bit of spoiler alert. There is a giveaway, so you need to be present, and we're going to be asking a question, and we will be selecting a winner today. So I'm very excited that not only you will be learning how to grow your business, you'll be getting actionable steps so you can implement them right away, but also you could win something that could definitely transform your business. Isn't that amazing? Well, I am Jessica Campos, and I'm going to be your host and your teacher today. This is the class where you are here to learn 100 ways to generate leads. So I'm going to be sharing my screen, and I am confirming that you guys can see everything. And before we dive in, let's just cover what's going to happen in the time that you and I will be together. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and my story and why I can be your teacher today. Then we will be diving right into the session. Today we will learn common lead generation challenges. And what I'm going to ask you is that as I am covering the challenge, if you see things that are like resonating with you, you can put it on the questions Q&A or in comments. Like, you definitely can interact with us. It's just that at the end is when we are getting those comments from you. Definitely, this is a good time for us to use social media. So if you are getting some aha moments, those nuggets, tips, you want to share them in social media and then tag Vcita and tag my account, Coach Jessica Campos. Right away, we have a gift for you. You can go ahead and download the 100 ways to generate leads, because certainly in 1 hour that we have together, we want to give you the best opportunities for you to create the strategy, but this list is going to be yours forever. Then we're going to build together your framework to build a successful lead generation strategy. If you saw my video, then you saw that I was talking about the difference between generating marketing leads and generating sales leads, which actually are not the same. We'll also talk about success factors to building the lead generation campaign. And also, we will be giving you a strategy that you can implement in a very easy way. I am a Vcita client, and I have been doing using Vcita system for a very long time. So when I reveal you the strategy, I will show you exactly how this component, which is amazing, fits into your lead generation strategy, and you'll be ready to use my strategy right away, and Q&A session will come up. So that's what we have for today. I hope that you had some lunch and you're ready to learn, because we will be going right away. So there's a couple of things when it comes to GoToWebinar. Just know that there is this panel that you have on your right side. Know that if you want to, ask a question, you can definitely use the panel right there. All the lines are muted, so don't worry, be comfortable, be yourself, but take a lot of notes, because we certainly want to give you everything that you need today to build your business. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm Jessica Campos. The accent that you hear is from Puerto Rico. Do we have any Spanish speakers in the house? So in Puerto Rico, I went to school. I finished my degree in business. Then I went to law school, and I practiced for about 7 years. I feel like nobody will go to law school and spend all that time and money and investment to not doing it. Well, I always just believe that everything happens for a reason. So back in 2008, when the recession hit the US economy, the mortgage crisis collapsed, right? So I was actually doing mortgages as a real estate attorney. And that was my key point in my life when I decided to just try something new. there's a good chance that you might have discovered the online business world because you wanted to try something new. That was my case. And that's how I discovered the digital marketing economy. And that's how I start building businesses. And I loved it so much that 4 years later, I sent all the paperwork and I told my co-workers, I said, I'm not coming back. So it was a big decision. And definitely, if it wasn't for the tools that I got and the things I learned that gave me the confidence that that was going to be an opportunity that I could see myself working, I would not be here today. So my intention for you is that if you are in a early stages in your business and you want to get ideas, you want to absorb as much knowledge as you can, I definitely want to be that person who inspires you to keep going. Because if you're here, that means that you believe in your business. Don't give up. Do not give up. During the last 8 months, I actually have been using the pandemic times to write. So I went back to writing. I wrote a new book, and that book actually it's revealing the strategic approach to online marketing. And I talk about visibility, I talk about social media, and then I also created a planner that I believe that when business owners mix up their duties when it comes to sales and marketing, things get a little bit challenging. So my planner is going to help business owners to really strategize on the activities that they can do to strategically grow their marketing channels and also grow their sales. So a little bit of a spoiler alert, in the giveaway, you will be having the chance to win one of these books that I have been writing. So you definitely are today in the right place if you consider yourself an entrepreneur. To me, the best definition of entrepreneur is somebody that is going to find a solution for every single challenge, no matter what. Whether that means that you don't sleep until you make it, you're just gonna keep trying to finding those solutions. You definitely are an entrepreneur. You're mostly working, trying to get clients for your business. Most of entrepreneurs, they start solo, and actually some of them, they realize that they will be okay if they build a business on their own. So you are in the right place if that's your case. If you have a small team, or maybe you are yourself trying to build your business, that's okay. We're here to help you. You definitely want to get your business to the next level, but that next level needs a little bit of clarity. Typically, when my clients come in and take this class, they find that they get more clarity, they get more steps that they know that if they follow those steps, then they're going to grow their business. So today, if this is music to your ears, we are going to definitely help you achieving the goal of building a system to generate leads and see sales coming in. My promise, 3 things that it's pinky promise with a pink jacket today. No fluff. Okay, I'm not here to sell you anything. I want to give my book away, and I want to give a lot of value. I also want to keep things very, very simple, very practical. And please, if I'm saying something that you have no idea what I mean, because maybe you have heard something, that word before, but you were shy and you were not, up to asking what exactly did I mean, please feel free to be yourself. And if there's something that you don't understand, please ask. And again, you can ask me anything. I'm not holding anything today. We actually, the last time we did this webinar, I finished earlier, so we'll have a good time to chat at the end and just, consult with me anything that you want to ask. And I think that I have said that multiple times. So ready to roll. Let me just roll my sleeves and then let's get ready into the class. So you're here today because you want to learn how can you generate more leads. And I don't blame you. And I would say congratulations, because whenever you are going to build a business, that business does not operate without clients. Then clients will not be clients if they're not leads. Leads would not be leads if you don't have exposure. So you see how every single thing that you do to market your business is related or should be related to how you're going to impact the growth of your business. We call that your bottom line. So leads are the heart of your business. When you master how to build leads and you master how to convert those leads using sales skills, your business will explode. Here's the problem with that. You probably have realized this already. Customer acquisition is a full-time job. It is hard, right? It's hard to get leads because at the same time you're having to generate the content. You need to share that because you're using online marketing, right? Then you also have to work in the services or in fulfilling the promises that you made to your clients. But also you have a life. And then if we add the admin stuff and then hiring people, oh my gosh, it's just a lot of work, right? So customer acquisition, if you ask anybody that works in a bigger organization, they will tell you that they have full-time people working on lead generation. Now we're going to learn that we can be efficient with time, and we can certainly do most of the things that a full-time person will do in a short period of time if we use automation. So that's one of the things that I want to teach you today. Common lead generation challenges. I usually open the microphone and people tell me like what is the number one challenge that they're having today, right? So I will not be surprised if you're fitting into any of these challenges that I'm going to tell you. Maybe you know how to generate leads, but you realize you don't have too much time. Then another thing that I see very, very commonly is that people know that they need to generate leads, but they don't have a target message. And then they just share what they do and they don't see results. But it's basically because they don't know who are they targeting. They feel like they can just prospect. Anybody can be a prospect, but essentially when it comes to generating leads, you need to be more strategic about who are you talking to. So another challenge that I see is that they don't have a strategy to generate leads, especially they come to me asking, where do I find leads and where I can just market so I don't waste my time. So it's important to understand that you can draft a lead generation strategy by marketing channel. And that, if you understand that, your life is going to be much easier. The other common lead generation challenge is, what are they going to sell? Sounds very simple, but I have found that it's not that they don't know what, it's that they don't have the right content to describe the what. They don't know the pain of their target audience. They don't know how to trigger those emotions that will create the lead capture. Another thing is they're not sure how to do the things, especially when it comes to online marketing. And if those lead generation challenges are something that you have mastered, probably you're here because you want to learn how to build conversions. I actually have seen plenty of entrepreneurs that they're great with people. They have a lot of followers, they have nurtured audiences, but they don't really turn those into clients. And that particularly is a conversion issue. Today, I hope that I can bring some light if that is your case as well. So the 4 W's of a successful lead generation strategy. I told you that one of the challenges is essentially that people don't really sit down to think about how are they going to most likely generate leads and win at these lead generation movements, right? So there's 4 W's that I'm going to tell you the W's, but then this is what we're going to be learning together today. So it's the who, the what, the why, and the where. So if you want, if you're taking notes, I'm going to suggest that you do like 4 columns there: the who, the what, the why, and the where. When we are creating a lead generation strategy, these are the 4 points that we want to be considering. Okay, so I'm going to go through each of those so you can see some tips to master the process of building your lead generation strategy. The first one I told you is the who. Who is that person? Can we think about their demographics, their interests, where do they hang out, who are the people that they follow typically, but also we can also think about their digital behavior. I'm going to reveal you a great asset that will help you to craft your lead generation strategy and understand in a deeper level the who. Facebook actually has Facebook Audience Insights. To access this tool, it's free. All you need to do is just Google Facebook Audience Insights. When you go here, Facebook actually has mapped out for you not only matching the demographics of your target audience, but they will also tell you that people that met those criteria for those demographics and interests that you're telling them, they also like other pages. Pay attention to those suggestions because they will help you to narrow your lead generation strategy. Nowadays, you can actually see if there is a business that Facebook is telling you that your people like, you can actually see their ads. Imagine if you don't have to invent the wheel for generating leads, if you see that your audience is already downloading a PDF to learn something, well, how can you make that better? That's a great way for you to not even have to think or test what would your people like to receive from you. Another tool is Google. You might be surprised, but Google has lots of tools that will reveal you, especially keywords, the mapping of your audience, and how do they search. Like if you pay attention when you're Googling something, Google will have a section at the bottom of your page that says, hey, people that were asking for this also ask for this. Pay attention to those and their insights to understand the whole of your lead generation campaign. Second W is the what. And here I'm going to give you a quiz and see if you pass it. In the what, typically my clients and entrepreneurs that I teach, they know what they offer. That's not a question. They open a business, right? So what happens is that they don't know how to explain it in a way that people who don't have too much time to listen can explain, can understand that. So here's a test that I have for you. It's a one sentence test. If you're able to say what you do and what problem do you solve, you will master the process of lead generation campaigns because you will be getting your message very clear and you'll be able to connect with those users who can say, oh, I need that. Yes. So I'm going to tell you my example. I can say, I do forensic marketing so that entrepreneurs who are starting their business can generate more leads and grow their revenue. You see, I'm actually talking to you and I created that sentence in a way that I am making you believe that I can help you, correct? So can you do your test? Can you see if you can pass it? If you're able to say what you do in one sentence, then your marketing is going to be so much clear. After you complete this test, I'm going to ask you to go back to maybe your tagline, maybe your bio on Instagram, and then ask and be honest with yourself. Am I making my statement clear enough? Very often, I think we complicate the way that we explain what we do. We want to be so complex and sound like so fancy that I think that that doesn't help. When it comes to sales copy, you want to be basic. Keep it very basic so that people understand. Why is the third W of the strategy. Why people need your solution, not next year. Why do they need it today? And this is why when we put all of these W's together, you will realize that if you're targeting everybody, you're not targeting anybody. You see? So if you were to sell, for example, if you're a health coach, and if you tell me, I just want to help anybody that wants to lose weight, that's just too general. That is not targeted enough. But if you come back and say, I want to help anybody that wants to lose 10 pounds before the holidays. Wow, that will be a message that will basically nail and click with the emotion of that person that was thinking about it this morning. So can we consolidate and can we simplify the why so that we can connect with those who are actively considering finding a solution to their problem? If we are not marketing to those people, that doesn't mean that our marketing is not going to be effective. We might be just creating awareness for the brand. But since you're here today because you want to generate leads, we need to tweak your message to be more specific and speak to those people who are actively looking for that solution. But looking where, which is the last W of this strategy. Your future buyers can be everywhere. But like I said before, if you're just creating a strategy and you think that anybody that is anywhere can be your lead, then nobody and nowhere will be giving you a lead. You're not going to generate leads. So the where, it's very important, especially now if you want to polish your strategic ways to generate leads. I'm going to ask you to minimize where you are putting all the efforts. And really, depending on the who and where they are, is where you want to be. Write this down. Fish where fish are. And if you want, share that on social media. Take a picture of this because this is a great aha moment. I hope that is a great aha moment for you. Maybe you're just everywhere and you're just targeting anybody, but that doesn't work. Maybe what we want is quite the opposite. We want to be where your future buyers can be. And when they are making the decision, going back to what I told you about Google, if you know that there are people searching as we speak, and they're also searching for other alternatives, can you be there? Can you be in Google? And you can be the first that people find when they're searching for the solution. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, your game plan doesn't really stop with your online marketing because, as you might have realized, the world of online marketing is huge. There's so many options where you could be marketing your brand and marketing your services that it is exhausting. That's why what we're going to do is create a strategic plan that considers all of the W's that we discussed before. And you're going to find exactly the path that will bring you to get those leads as quick as you can. The sooner you can see those leads, the sooner you can get sales. And then once you're seeing the sales and the revenue, of course, we can just try more sources to generate leads. So here we are. These are 100 ways to generate leads. In all transparency, I made them because my clients were like, I don't know, ideas. I have no idea. My clients are not really there. I can't find my people. And I said, listen, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to find at least 100 ways where you can gain visibility, and that will ignite the path for those people who need your services to come to you. But you also need to put some effort, and you will need to go and fish where fish are. So there's a couple of examples here that you can download as you have it on the chat, because today I'm not going to be covering the 100 ways, correct? But if I take some of the examples, my hope is that you realize that some of these ways to generate leads are basically simple. Your business card. That thing that we said about simplify your message to target the person that needs your services today. Can you put that on the back of your business card? We talk about a giveaway. Can your business card have a giveaway so that maybe whenever you go and you meet somebody who can know somebody that could need your services, can actually hand out your business cards? Have you thought about it before? If your business card doesn't have those opportunities where you can actually impact people with a clear message, you should change that in the next 4 weeks or so. If you don't have a giveaway on your business card, maybe you can add it. If you have never done, for example, a press release and launch your business to let everybody know that your business is there, maybe this is where you want to start. Okay? Everybody wants more followers and more business from their social media, but what they don't realize is that social media is just one channel of many other things that you could be doing. So please do not ignore the basics of how can you build a business. Yes, we want online, but we can definitely use the offline world tremendously. One example that I have for the offline that is very simple, text message. You know, very often we believe that we need to market to new people, but the answer might be here under our nose. In fact, you might have people who need your services on your cell phone, but maybe you just don't have a system to convert them to be a sales lead for you. And this is where this class is going to come very handy today. Now let's talk about the success factors, right? I put you some scenarios and gave you some examples of where could you find possible leads. Here's the thing. When it comes to leads, we need to first have an agreement of how are we going to define the leads. I have found a very common challenge and a struggle because very often you just enter people on your CRM, but everybody you said in your CRM that everybody was a lead. And that creates an issue because not every lead, if you call everybody a lead, not every lead is in the same stage, okay? So I'd rather have a tag system that identifies marketing leads versus sales leads. Marketing leads, for example, are people who are liking my social media post. They could be a marketing lead. I don't know if they want my services, but I could ask, correct? Somebody that registers to come to a webinar, it is a marketing lead. We don't really know if they want to buy from us, but we could ask. Freebies are great examples of marketing leads. Be careful because many people download those freebies without any intention to buy from you. You see, we cannot assume that they will buy from us. Blogging and Google search are also opportunities for you to generate marketing leads. Now, if we are only working with marketing leads, what do you think is going to happen? Sales are not going to happen as frequent as we want to. This is why your lead generation strategy cannot just be about marketing leads. We need to see sales leads on the other side. You see, we have the left and the right. The sales leads, which is my third column here, we need to generate offers. You can announce a pre-launch and create a new group. You can do a survey. You can give them an offer coupon, offer a session. With this opportunity, and this is actually something like free trials. With these opportunities, like free trials, for example, you will be giving people an opportunity to test your services. Now, this person is showing some interest in working with you. So my lead generation strategy should consider marketing lead generation activities, sales lead generation activities, but how do I just filter those? How do I turn a marketing lead into a sales lead? This is why conversions are in the middle. When you have conversion points, this is how we call it, conversion points, you're able to have this pathway from the marketing lead to be building that marketing lead into a sales lead. Conversion points are very important for your marketing campaigns. This is why, for example, we have Vcita. Vcita, in my case, is a conversion point because I have a lot of people who see my social media, but I cannot assume that they want to work with me. I can give them freebies, but I have found that when they have a free assessment or when they want to have a 15-minute conversation to discuss my services, then I am building a sales lead. I could be just working more on marketing leads, but I I am not going to convert them as much as if I'm talking to people that want to work with me. You see the difference? So I want to encourage you to think about the activities that you're doing to market your business and to mix and match. Do I have conversion points? Am I really inviting people to buy from me? Am I offering them the opportunity to be a sales lead? Or I'm just offering things for free and hoping that they buy? Typically, that is an issue that I found, and we can just fix it right away. An example of a strategy. So this is what, from left to right, this is my point of connection that I have on my Instagram. I share content on a daily basis. That content is a mix of education, inspiration, and emotional connection with my followers. But then I have the link in bio. I'm sure that you have heard that before. In that link in bio, people will have the option to learn more about what I have to offer. On that link in bio, I have an assessment that I offer. That assessment is going to link them to my Vcita portal. If you don't have Vcita, I definitely encourage you to have one. It's amazing. Like I said before, I've been a client of them for many years now, and Vcita actually is my point where I am converting a marketing lead to a sales lead. That's where they come to schedule a call. Actually, later, I know that they have bundles and packages. I have been able to put some of my courses, and people have shown interest in buying a course, which is not definitely like, booking a typical session, but they want to inquire information about the courses. And guess what? I can use automation to send them information about a class. So understanding how can you use the tools that are going to free your time and are going to allow you to grow, because there's no limit on how many people you can impact with those tools, are going to help you, especially if you are a small business owner and you don't have too many resources to grow. So another thing that happens after they come into the lead generation system, now that I know that I have marketing leads and sales leads, I can build in a nurturing campaign. Vcita actually allows you to serve coupons or discounts or promotions that you want to serve them, and you'll be able to tag them in your system. No brainer, guys. It's super easy. And if you are not into tech or heavy designing, they have things that are already done for you, and they look very, very, very professional. So I completely recommend that you have, as part of your lead generation strategy, remember the marketing component and the sales component. Vcita will be helping you with that. Now, actionable steps. This is actually the things that are going to give you the chance to win the giveaway. We want to know, what is one thing that you will do today to generate more leads? And we want that you write that down. Maybe you want to share that in your story, or you want to take a picture, a selfie with that one thing that you are committing to do today after the class. And please share on your social media, tag Vcita, tag Coach Jessica Campos, and we will be announcing the winner of one of my books, because we want to just let people know that not only you are an entrepreneur growing your business, but you're into playing as a leader in your community. The more you learn, the more you grow. And guess what? People love hanging out with CEOs that are into growth. So that's a great opportunity for you to also market your business. This is the picture of the giveaway. And like I said before, we want to give you the opportunity to get featured. All you need to do is just answer that question. What are you going to do today to build your lead generation system? Your post will be featured. We'll be announcing the winner. And I'm super, super, super excited, because now we should be able to do great things together, and we should be able to go to also the Q&A. So a couple of things before we go to the Q&A. For those of you who are not a Vcita user, they actually offer a demo where you can see how exactly everything works. So you can book that demo. I'm sure that there's going to be something on the chat that you can use as the link, Or if it's not, we can just send you an email where you can just have that demo. Just do that sooner than later so that you can see how it goes. And now we have time for Q&A. My favorite question. My favorite part of the training is just really accessing your questions. I have some of them here, while Rachel has, I don't know if you're going to hand me some of the questions, but I have some already that came up when we were preparing for class today. One of the questions was, which social media channels are the most important, because there are so many. So as a small business owner, which social media you should be paying more attention? I told you many times today that you want to fish where fish are. So I hate to say that this platform X, Y, or Z is the best, because in reality, every platform can be great if you work it out. The key component is to understand that you need to feel comfortable marketing your business. So the platform that you feel comfortable with, go with that and just go all in. Many people just say that they want to master Instagram, but for them it's too complicated. If you don't feel comfortable with Instagram just yet, but you are a master in Facebook, just go Facebook. Maybe there's opportunity for you, especially after you learn today. Maybe you can polish your message. Maybe you can build videos on Facebook, and you can be more strategic about maybe adding some points of conversions. So instead of saying the platform didn't work, maybe what didn't work is because you didn't have a strategic plan to make that work. Every platform has opportunity. So I don't have like one to say that it's going to be my favorite, because every business will bring opportunities to everybody, right? So question number 2, somebody asked about paid traffic on social media, boosting posts. So those of you who are going into the holidays might also be considering paying for traffic on social media. Definitely paying for social media traffic will be super helpful. One of the things I would say is, because you want to build leads, when you're going to build leads, you definitely can use some of the advanced features that Facebook has. What happens is, if you just use boosting posts, you might be missing out opportunities. And I will recommend that instead of boosting posts, to use the platform that Facebook offers for business to really create lead generation ads, and that will be super helpful for your business. There's a question here. I'm a graphic designer, web developer, and social media manager. In order to target, should I focus on a niche and market to them? Yes, this is a great question. So you can target a micro segment of your audience probably on a monthly basis. So let's say that you want to target attorneys, for example, or spa owners, for example. You can just create a strategy that has the message and has the offers just for that group of people. That doesn't mean that you're not going to help other people, but if you segment your message and you create a campaign that is more niche, you're going to see more leads coming up. So yes, I would say, especially think about the holidays. So who do you think that from the many industries that you could serve is looking desperately for help in social media and website? Probably a business that is going to be seasonal, that the holidays are going to bring them so much business that they won't have the time. So they're looking for somebody that they can trust. You see, those are the people who are now considering to hire a designer. Think about that. If you can think of something, let me know your ideas, because I would love that, to hear what you think about it. Can you keep sending too much? I don't know what question is that. Can you keep sending too much? Maybe what you mean is that if you have been sharing the same information, or how much is too much, which takes us to talk about frequency. Generally speaking, if you are following up with a lead, you have to know that somebody needs to see something about 12 times before they make a decision. So I would say follow up with your leads until they unsubscribe or they die. Action today, freebie for new patients and all patients that have not come over 2 years. Yes, a freebie for them. Share that on social media and tag Vcita and Coach Jessica Campos so you can win. Are your strategies selective enough? I don't want leads from general public. Every strategy can be selective, absolutely. But one thing I would say, if you want to be very niche, use the Facebook Audience Insights. That tool can help you to be very specific. I mean, I have worked in Facebook, even advertising or doing online marketing campaigns for companies that are so niche that it's so critical to find a very specific group of people. Paying for ads is going to be very helpful if that is your case. My business does not address the general public. It is solely for organizations that need digitalization services, scanning. Great, great question. So what you're saying is that you need a B2B strategy. One thing I will tell you is the following. Before people do business with a company, they do business with people. So you certainly can use the strategies to position your company in front of peers to build your leadership. So maybe your lead generation strategies are going to be a little bit more into the awareness phase. Maybe you just want to give away. Maybe you want to participate in a campaign where you are just promoting a cause or fundraising activities. That will ignite conversations, and that is something that certainly you can use the power of online marketing to raise awareness for a cause that your company supports. Now, let's not forget that you can use LinkedIn, and you can also use content on LinkedIn to search conversations. If you're not using hashtags on LinkedIn, I completely recommend that you start using them so you can join conversations that are more into the B2B. Also, nowadays where everything is virtual, I would encourage you to participate in conventions that are happening virtual. That will be a great way for you to get positioned in front of ideal clients. I totally will explore Vcita. Yes, it's worth it. I'll write 3 more blogs so that my website has at least 6 blogs, which make more visible. Yes, 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 yes. Nuala. Sally from Puerto Rico. Woohoo! Awesome. Leslie from Puerto Rico. Awesome. Oh, you guys made my day. This is great. This is great, great, great. Well, if you don't have any other questions, we definitely are coming up to the time when we told you guys that we were gonna hold you here today, and now it's gonna be the time for you to share your best tip, to share what you're gonna do with it, and then we're gonna be announcing a winner, and we're gonna shout you out in Vcita's channel and my channel as well. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed a lot spending the time with you guys. And if there's anything that I would say is don't give up. The world is huge. Just think about the 4 W's and think about how can you get closer to that person that is looking for the solution right now, not next year, because we need leads for today so that we can impact your business tomorrow. Okay, so I am so happy and honored. As you can see, I don't know how to say goodbye, but it is time to say goodbye. And thank you so much for being here today. And I look forward to read all your comments and all your questions and your biggest takeaways. Now we are going to end this webinar. Bye, guys.